Good morning. This is International English Language Testing System powered by IDP. To assess the level of the candidate, this is Examiner Kamal Rana and I am here to conduct the speaking of candidate number 3054. This is Examiner Kamal. How may I call you?
You can call me Jasvir.
Okay, Jasvir, does your name have any special or specific meaning?
Well, I don't know about it because I did not search about it.
How may I call you or address you then?
You can call me by my first name Jasvir.
Okay, where do you live now?
I live in Khanna city, which comes under Ludhiana district.
Okay, tell me something more about your hometown a little bit.
Well, there are lots of facilities such as good transportation facilities as well as good medical facilities as well as good education facilities, and there are lots of one sports stadium as well as shopping centers.
Do you like your hometown? Why or why not?
Definitely, I like my hometown because I have been living since my childhood, and I have a lot of memories. That is why I like to live in.
When did you start living there?
Well, I mentioned earlier I have been living there my childhood.
Okay, give me the experience of living in your hometown. How you felt when you lived there? Explain more.
Well, I feel very good because there are lots of facilities such as parks, yoga centers, gym, and so on. That is why I feel very good and comfortable.
Do you think your hometown is well connected with other cities?
Definitely, my city is well connected with other cities such as Ludhiana and other cities.
How is it well connected? Explain more.
Well, I mentioned earlier it comes under Ludhiana district, and that is why it is connected to other cities.
Okay, do you work or study?
Well, I am taking coaching classes for cooking student who want to learn cook.
Okay, what is your hobby, Jasvir?
Well, listening music and reading newspaper is my hobbies. When I have a free time, I often read newspaper as well. I listen music.
May I know what kinds of music you like to listen in your free time?
Well, I like to listen all music, but pop music is my favorite.
Why do you like this kind of music?
Well, I like it because I belong to a Punjabi community. That is why I like pop music, and I like pop stars. That is why, and also I like the lyrics of Punjabi pop music.
Okay. Now I'd like to ask some question about newspaper, and my first question is: do you like to read the newspaper?
Definitely, I give preference to read newspaper in my morning time with a cup of tea.
Which column or page in the newspaper you often read first and why? Explain.
Well, I give more preference the article which is related to health, and I often read because I have always a curiosity to know about healthy tips and related to diet. That is why I give preference to read.
Okay, when did you start reading the newspaper? Do you still remember?
Definitely, I still remember when I was studied in 10th class. That time I started to read newspaper.
Is it common reading newspaper in your area or country these days?
Sorry?
Is it a common? People love to read newspaper in your area?
Definitely, in my country, majority of people give a preference to read newspaper because they want to gain knowledge about our surrounding, their surrounding area as well as all over globe. That is why they like to read newspaper.
What is the difference you have seen between online newspaper and offline newspaper according to you?
Well, according to me, there is a difference between reading offline newspaper as well as online newspaper. Offline newspaper give online newspaper I can easily I can easily read an online newspaper anywhere and at any place. While I gain knowledge about I gain knowledge.
Okay, that's all for the first part, Steve. Now it's time to discuss second part of the IELTS speaking test. In this section, you will be given one printed cue card. You will have 1 minute for notes and preparation. If you want to make some notes, we have placed one paper and pencil on the table. Right? Today, your topic is describe a time you noticed a group of people smiling. Here is your cue card. And your time start now. Okay, stop writing, leave the notes here and start speaking. Your time starts now.
Well, I am a fond of traveling person. I am fond of traveling and I often travel on new places where people people give preference to keep smile on their face. And here I am going to talk about a time when I noticed a group of people who were smiling, and that was the time of last year when I went on my close friend's marriage, and her name is Jasvir Kaur, and he is very close to my heart. When I went to her marriage, that time I noticed that her relatives and friends were smiling because they were pulling the leg of a new married couple, and that time I noticed them, and I feel and I react aggressively because because they were pulling the leg of my close friend, and I did not like it, and after that I explained to them, you did not do well, and that was the time when I noticed a group of people who were smiling, and I feel not very well because I don't like to pulling the leg of any person, and that was the time when I noticed.
Okay, that's all for the second part. Now it's time to discuss last part of the IELTS speaking test. Now I'd like to ask some question about laughing or smiling. And my first question is, do you think smiling or laughing is a good medicine for health?
Definitely. I think smiling is a good medicine for health because I think smiling is a therapy which can stay from numerous diseases, and I often give a preference to keep smile on my face.
Do you often get a good dose of laughter?
Sorry.
Why or why not? Do you often get good dose of laughing every day?
Definitely, I often obtain good doses of through numerous things such as watching comedy shows, watching comedy reels, as well as other things.
What are the most common things that make people smile?
Well, it depends on person. Some people like to do smile because they feel very energetic as well as positive, and other people give preference to get smile because they think it is good for health.
Okay, according to you, people who smile more are more friendly than others?
Definitely, I think who people give more preference to keep smile on their face, who are very friendly with others because I think they are extrovert person and they give more preference to do smile every time.
Okay, my next question is, why do you think smiling pose is common in photographs or photos? Smiling pose, why do you think is common in photos?
Well, I think it is a smiling pose is a very common in the photos because when every person click photo that they give preference to keep smile on face because they think when they keep smile on their face photos they can easily click good photos and which they can get.
Okay, according to you, my next question, why do you think children laugh all the time?
Well, I think children laugh all the time because they have no burden in their life and they have they have no responsibilities of their related to their life as well as other things. That is why they give more. They always keep smile on their face.
Okay, my last question, why do you think certain jobs require you to smile? Do you have any idea?
Definitely, according to me, lots of jobs required smile, such as air hostess job, and other jobs such as doctors and so on.
Okay, that's all for the last section of the IELTS speaking test. All the best. You can leave now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.